Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 11th through the 20th, 2018 reading for you. Now, I've already shuffled and meditated upon the cards, so you guys will get the message that Spirit is bringing you, and we will see what these 10 days hold for you. And if you would like to book a private reading, all that information will be in the description box below. Oh, wow. Well, that's a powerful line right there. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is beautiful. Okay. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards here. And the major arcana cards are kind of like the karmic lessons, the life lessons that are really being focused on this month, these 10 days. So there's a lot that you're embracing about yourself. There's a lot that you're learning, and you're moving forward. You're taking a leap of faith, and you're doing so with justice and with the strength of purpose. Okay. Your first card is the Ace of Wands. This is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of new beginnings. Okay? You can also view this as kind of being handed a magic wand. You can think of Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, however you want to see it. But being able to cultivate and create and accept the magic within you. And I'm not sitting there talking about hocus pocus. I'm sitting there and talking about the fact that there's a Hindu myth, not a myth, a Hindu legend that says the bit of God's head was hidden within every single one of the human beings on the earth. And so what this wand, what this magic means to me, is that you are seeing that bit of divinity hidden within you, that bit of the universe hidden within you, knowing that you are made up of something bigger. Even if you don't believe in divinity, it's stardust. You are made up of the universe. And it is bringing you a sense of power, a sense of bounty, being able to create what you want in the here and now, on this earthly plane, embracing it, accepting it, and moving forward. And this gift is coming to you, so when you get it, whether it be large or whether it be so small, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, take it. Because it might not be this earth-shattering moment. It might be something very simple, but it's going to help propel you forward. It's going to be a gift that starts to resonate with your soul and bring you to the next phase, to the new stage, because this is a new beginning. This is embracing something beautiful that's helping you move forward to where you want to be. No longer sitting there and settling, but saying, this is what I want, this is where I'm going, and this is what I'm doing. Absolutely, positively, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, the Eight of Cups could mean for you, some of you are embracing the end of a relationship, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing. It could be a very good thing, because you have this new beginning here. You have this new way of looking at things. So for some of you, you might be ending a relationship that you once thought would bring you joy, but isn't bringing you joy anymore. For some of you, you might be looking for a new job, a new way to bring in happiness to your life, someplace where you go every single day that you actually like being. And for others, you're walking away from an old way of life, an old way of thinking, an old way of being treated. And now you're saying, this is what I want from life. And it's taken tremendous courage to be able to walk away, to be able to say, I want more from my existence, is tremendously brave, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And for some of you, you're just closing a chapter. It doesn't have to be that it was negative. It's just an end of a chapter, and now it's time to move on. Now it's time to embrace the next phase of life, the next phase of happiness, of joy. And so, for some of you, this might be very bittersweet. It might be hard to walk away, but it's necessary. And for each and every one of you, Taurians, it's going to be different. But you're going to embrace it, and it's going to lead to new beginnings. And then you have the Justice card, the cutting away of doubts and fears, moving forward in bounty and in beauty of self, being blessed, connecting with nature to recharge your batteries, to reignite your soul. Okay, just a way to cleanse and make it so that your vibrational sphere, and I know some of you might not believe in that, but kind of that harmony with your soul is in balance. Think of it as everybody sings a little song about their life within them, or there's a melody. And sometimes that melody can be completely out of tune, or we can be around people that try to change our songs to make it like theirs. And what you're doing here is you're retuning yourself, and you're putting yourself back to where you want to be, in a place that is just and fair to you. Cutting away any negativity, any people who are bringing you down in life, any situations that are really sitting there and kind of beating that spirit out of you. It's time for you to be just and fair to yourself, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Even if you're sitting there and thinking, wow, that's going to be really, really harsh. If I have to sit there and say to a person, this isn't right for me, this isn't what I need to do. Or for some of you, it's just going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to say, no, you know what? Enough. Enough, I matter. Because Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, you absolutely matter. And what happens is you take things and you take things and you take things until you can't take any more. And then you just kind of erupt like a volcano. And here, with the Justice card, it's saying don't take so much. Don't sit there and put so many burdens on yourself. Cut away what isn't needed. So you move forward and you are being just to yourself. You're being kind to yourself. And then you have that prosperity. You have the Ten of Pentacles, new beginnings. Sharing your wisdom with others. Having a sense of community. Now this could be within your home. This could be within your community. This is a place where you go and you feel the prosperity, where you have the wealth come in. Now this could be money, or this could be something you value as much as money, coming into your life, bringing you that prosperity, bringing you that bounty, bringing you that joy, and you share it with others. It doesn't mean giving it away. It doesn't mean as soon as you get prosperity into your life, you immediately have to give it to somebody else. No, it means that you get the prosperity in, you still have that basket of fruit right there, you still have that wisdom, that joy, but you share a bit. And it's going to keep your prosperity coming in because the fruit is still ripening, it's still blooming. The tree is still blooming. You have your prosperity here, even though you have one of the coins on the table, if you can see that right there. Sharing, but not giving it all away. Making sure your wealth keeps on growing. Making sure your joy keeps on growing. Making sure, again, that you count Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant as you move forward in this prosperity, as you embrace this prosperity. And for some of you, it could be that things are moving closer together. People start to come in that were scattered away. You start to see that the prosperity is growing because everybody has a sense of community to them. But this is joy, this is prosperity coming into your life, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And then you have the Judgment card. And in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, this is a angel blowing his trumpet and resurrecting people from their coffins. You might have felt that for a long time, there was something more you were supposed to be doing. There was something more that you were supposed to be achieving. Now you're moving forward with that justice to yourself, and you're hearing your call. You're hearing what you were supposed to be. And you might say, Dane, this isn't going to happen at all. I haven't heard, you've said the Justice card before, I haven't heard my calling. Well, it might mean that you weren't ready to hear it. But there is something inside you that you want. There's something inside you that you desire. And little by little, as you listen, as you calm yourself, as you center yourself, you can meditate, okay? Or if you don't like to meditate, you don't like to sit still, pay attention to your breath throughout the day. Pay attention to the little tasks that kind of clear your mind, lets you focus on things. And then you hear that little voice inside of you. Okay? With the new beginnings, with that embracing your magic, that could be that little Godhead starting to speak, starting to say, don't you think you want to do this? Wouldn't it be nice if you started to embrace this aspect of yourself? Maybe you've always had a creative streak and you've buried it because, that's not the way to make money. You can't live off of that. There's a hobby that you love doing, but you haven't had time for it. It doesn't have to be something huge. The Major Arcana cards are a lesson, and it's a big lesson, but they can come in very, very small ways. It doesn't have to be a sledgehammer. But you're hearing the call, and it's awakening you from your slumber, from your coffin, from a place that might have made you feel trapped, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, from a sense of feeling trapped. Now you know what you want. Now you know where you're going. It might not be definitive, you might not have a map, but you have an idea. And you're embracing that prosperity. You're embracing that bounty. You're embracing that beauty. And you're taking a leap of faith. You're moving forward. You're sitting there and you're saying, this is what I want to do. And that's because, and I love that you got the Justice card, because the Justice card here, the sleepers, are these men being put to sleep until they're needed, till they're woken up by this trumpet, so that they can guard Wales, because all these cards have to do with Welsh mythology. So until they can guard Wales, whenever they're needed, they will be awakened to do their life's purpose. Peridon here, and I believe that's how you say his name, he has a purpose. He has a desire in his soul, and that's to be a knight. But his mother lost her husband and all her sons through war, through being knights. And so she said, not the son. This is the only thing I have left of my past. This is the only person I have left of my past. I'm going to keep him safe. He's never going to know what a knight is. He's never going to know violence. So she keeps him away. But one day he sees, walking in these woods, these knights, well, riding in the woods, these knights. And he goes, Mother, that's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be a knight. And she says, no, you're not. I absolutely forbid it. And he says, well, then I'll run away. I'm going to be it anyway. And she says, fine. If you're going to be a knight, go and serve King Arthur. Have him be your liege. Have him be kind of your guiding force. Because he's the most noble and greatest of men. So he goes. He takes his pack. He puts it on a wand, right? He starts to use his passion, his creativity every single day. It becomes a daily tool for him. And then he has the angels walking right there beside him, taking this leap of faith. His emotions might be raging. He doesn't know how things are going to turn out, but he's following his luck. He's following his desire to move forward, and he's embracing it. And that's what you're doing, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And your clarifying cards are the Queen of Cups and the Emperor. Now, the Queen of Cups can represent a water sign, a Cancer, a Scorpio, a Pisces. But this is also saying that you are moving forward in love. Healing, beautiful, joyous love, even though you might have had rocky water, and even though at times you might still have rocky water here. It might still be overwhelming. You are moving forward in love and in joy. And I have to say, the Queen of Cups is just so serene. It's a sense of peace. It's a sense of prosperity. It's a sense of getting what you want from life through kindness, through love, through joy, through understanding. And it isn't being a pushover, because she's a queen. You know, queens aren't pushovers. They're divinely chosen to rule forward, if you follow like ancient law, or the idea of kings and queens, even emperors. Divinely chosen have the divine right to achieve their goal. In the sense, it would be to rule over everyone else. But you have the divine right to live your life in healing, in love, in joy, and in happiness. In calming your emotions and moving forward, kind of wiping the slate clean. And saying, I am embracing what I love out of life, not what other people want me to love. And then you have the Emperor, who is strong and who is powerful, twice crowned, with the crown on his head and the torque around his neck. His shield here to guard him. And Bran the Blessed was said to be the greatest of kings of Wales. Fair and just and kind. His story is that he sacrificed everything to go and rescue his sister, Branwen. He went over and he crossed the seas to Ireland from Wales to be able to rescue the person that he loved, be able to be with and have her be happy again. He did that for his sister. Here it's moving forward in love and in justice and in understanding, embracing what it is that you desire and knowing that you have the right to desire it, to desire the happiness, to desire the prosperity that you want in your life. Now, this could also be that some of you are meeting somebody who is strong and who is powerful, or who is loving and who is caring. Actually, it's a combination of the two, loving and caring and strong and powerful. Now, I always say that the Emperor has two faces. One is the wise benevolence of Solomon, okay, which everybody knows a bit better than Bran the Bold or Bran the Blessed. And then you have the selfishness and the egotism of Nero, who played his fiddle as Rome burned. And you have here Bran's brother, who I can't remember his name, his stepbrother, who was spiteful and who was mean and who kind of tried to tear everything apart. So because you have those dualities to the Emperor, it's telling you to move forward with that wisdom, that strength of purpose. Also, carrying out what you say you're going to do. Because with Solomon, and I love it when I finally realized that parable, why the mother said, don't cut the baby in half, the other woman can have it, is because he would have followed through. They would have had each half a baby. But the baby would have been dead. So following through with what you say, not sitting there and having life be kind of empty threats, sitting there and saying, you know what? This is what I'm going to do for myself. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to embrace love. I'm going to embrace my prosperity. I'm going to embrace my joy. And that's what I'm doing. Period. End of discussion. It doesn't mean running away from your responsibilities, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You take your responsibilities very seriously. But it also means taking yourself seriously. Taking kindness and being kind to yourself. And remembering that life is to be enjoyed and to have beautiful, lovely moments. And embracing those lovely moments and moving forward. Because here... No, I think that's all that I'm going to do. Because here, you have something that you're walking away from. There's an end of something that is happening. Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And you're walking away. It was something you once loved. It might be a relationship for some of you. It might be a job. It might be a home. You might sit there and be moving on. And you're moving to a new beginning. You're starting a new phase in your life. And you're doing so with justice, cutting away the sorrow, cutting away the doubt, embracing your prosperity. Hearing that voice inside you of what you desire, of what you want, and listening to it, and taking that leap of faith. Doing what you were born to do, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And I'm going to turn over the cards because they say here at the bottom is kind of your subconscious mind and that message that you were supposed to hear. So you're supposed to move forward in love and in strength of self, but you're also supposed to rest, calm your emotions, and see the blessings before you. With the Four of Cups. Take time for yourself. Don't be afraid. Make sure that you heal. Make sure that you move forward in truth of self. Open your eyes and you'll see your blessings. You're also going to see blessings happen in unexpected places, in unexpected ways. And that's going to help you move forward. So you might be feeling a bit overwhelmed in these 10 days, but that sense of overwhelmed, that sense of it being too much, it dissipates, it calms, and then you open your eyes and you see all the beauty that is around you. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, I hope you have resonated with this reading. It was my pleasure to deliver it to you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.